fascinated by fairies, I guess ever since I was very young. I've always been fascinated by fairy tales and folklore. When I was in school, in elementary school even, I was always going to the library and reading about Greek mythology and Norse mythology and Celtic mythology and Arthurian literature, Arthurian legends, and of course Celtic mythology and Arthuriana has got a lot to do with the whole fairy realm and all the tales of well, all the fairy tales basically come sort of from that tradition. And I was really interested in it, but not from a standpoint of, fairies as cute little magical beings that sort of, flutter around and are glittery and Tinkerbell-y. Although, God, I'm nothing against Tinkerbell. I love Tinkerbell. I have a Tinkerbell pin. But I was always fascinated as a kid by the kind of images I saw in Brian Froud's fairy book, for instance, that fairies were not cute and chirpy and sparkly all the time, that there was a kind of dangerous aspect to them, that they were things that people used to speak about in terms of calling them the fair folk and the good folk because they didn't want to offend them ever, because you never wanted to make a fairy mad, essentially. They were the things that kind of went bump in the night. They were the creatures who could either do you a favor or really mess you up. And they were capricious and they were whimsical and they were beautiful, but also very dangerous and to be treated with a great deal of respect. And that fascinated me as a kid. And I always, I could imagine these creatures just beyond the edges of your peripheral vision when you're walking through a forest or something like that. Like, I guess in this place, you're in the bushes somewhere. But that always fascinated me. I guess that's where I started.